Hey YouTube, coming at you with a little cup team, and yes, I think the title may say no, no Mural or Shuckle. So for the first five matchups, there was a Mural, but then I went Golett, Skorupi, Skrelp. So you're gonna see some battles with Mural, but I'm gonna highlight Skrelp and then the team of Golett, Skorupi, and Skrelp because that team actually worked very, very well. Um, so Skrelp, Scroopies were everywhere, and if you watch my first video, I said like Scroopy's an incredible answer in this meta because you like, yes, you're gonna lose to um, Shuckle, but you can at least spam Aqua Tails. You're going to beat Marill with the Poison Stings. You beat a lot of other Pokemon. So it's really, really strong Pokemon and just super fast. Well, Skrelp resists every single one of the movesets. Plus it has Water Gun, which is super effective against Shuckle. Plus it has Sludge Bomb, which is super effective against Marill. So nice combo there. That's why I tried it. Started with, again, the core of Marill's Stroopy I've used multiple times in a row. And then, as you're going to see in the first five battles, why don't we just start them? Um, Two things happened. One is there was a lot of hunting for this Pokemon. There was a lot of poisons you're going to see in the first five matchups. The second thing you're going to see is multiple timeouts because I got into mirror match or I got into this matchup with Shockle or something else. And Niantic is the only freaking company that can make a little cup dominated by two XL Pokemon and the matchups take long enough to time out. For those of you who are newer, and this is the only thing you've ever experienced, a lot of us, why we're very frustrated with the Little Cup this time around, is not only is it just hidden behind two dominant Pokemon in Marill and Shuckle, and Marill in the mirror match here is more one of the OG boring matchups, like a brutal matchup. This is why I gave up Switch. I shouldn't have given up Switch because they probably have an answer, but I gave up Switch because I'm just like, I'm bored. I do not want to stay in a mirror match with X like level 50 XL Pokemon, so I will give up Switch. I don't care if I even lose this matchup, which is not a good strategy when you're playing GBL. So that's why I eventually switched. Plus, you're going to see a few poisons come out here. So that's why I switched because I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this timeout mirror match boring crap when I'm trying to play my GPL matchups. The second problem is um, back in the day, just to give you perspective, when I normally shoot videos for the Great League, Ultra League, and again, I don't play much Match League anymore, but when I shoot the videos, um, I showcase about, I say send me 10, I showcase about 8 of them at 1.5 speed, and that's takes about 15 to 20 minutes. When you play those battles, I usually finish 5 sets in about, let's say Great League, in about an hour and a half. So if I was just to play it all the way through, it would take me about 90 minutes to play 5 sets. Um, so you're about like 15 to 18 minutes per set if you're playing in the Great League or even Ultra League. Little Cup back in the day, you could finish like 8 to 10 minutes a set. You can finish like all 5 sets in an hour. And that's like a significant drop, right? You're dropping it by like 30 to 40% time to do these battles because it was just like everything's so glassy. You get to all these moves super quick, like Scroopy 4, Cross Poison, Oxtail 4, a lot of the other Pokemon that you're not even seeing this meta, Body Slam, they get to it in like 4 moves. And with that, everything did 50%. So you're getting to move 4, 50%, getting to move 4, 50%. Um, and so it was just like fantastic. And here we have a freaking timeout. A timeout in a little cup. It is absolutely insane that this is the point that this little cup is at. Um, and again, the little cup, not Halloween cup, but the little cup was on earlier, and it was the same thing. It was just like these two Pokemon. I forget if Bronzer was in that one too as an XL, just like absolutely dominated, and it's so frustrating. As you saw, Scroopy on the lead came in with Skrelp because Skrelp has a dancer to everything. Get hit with Shuckle, and you're thinking, okay, you are a water Pokemon doing Stab Water Gun and Stab Aqua Tail. Surely this is a good matchup. Nope. As you can see, these rock throws are adding up, and despite my super effective water guns and super effective aqua tails, I can't even take this thing down to the red before it takes me basically out here. I guess I do get another move off, but still, like, just the bulk on this thing and how strong it is, it's just so, so difficult to deal with. So I can come back in down here. If you watch my video, the start of my video this morning, you will know that I talk about the one turn damage that you get with every tackle, which is why it is so good in that matchup as compared to Bubble. And then look what they have in the back. So this is good here. Um, and I got a shield advantage too. So looking decent. I did start off like 2-0 team. I'm like, oh yeah, this team's gonna work. And then I just went on like a 3 game win losing streak. So you're gonna see at least 1 or 2 of the losses. And then we're gonna get into Golett. And I'll start talking, I'll focus on the Golett team when we get to that. I think yeah, let's just focus on these matchups. So I got a good matchup, got a good alignment here. Sorry, I'm bouncing. Hopefully it doesn't affect the audio. Like I said, I'm sitting on a Bosu ball this entire week. So that's just what we got to do for this week. But I only have like maybe like 5 more videos to shoot this week here, and then I'll finish the rest at home. Skorupi on just spamming these Aqua Tails and gonna get in here. I'll let the first one go because this thing can boost with cross poison, and you definitely don't want to take a boosted cross poison here, so you just let the first one go, knowing that you're gonna have to shield the second one, but that's fine. I will shield the second one, but letting the first one go for sure. So yeah, there's definitely been a shift. Um, they caught on a mural, which is a nice catch, but for that I will just completely undercharge. Don't hit any bubbles because I know I can tackle down and get to a move that'll have them move up for the Scroopy again. And this will be the second matchup in a row um, at 1.5 speed, and we're 6 minutes. I know I talked to a bit at the beginning, but we're 6 minutes into a video after only 2 matches. And here comes the timer. So we have 2 timeout matches in a row in the Low Cup. So I think like that with like the couple losses you're gonna see. I forget how many losses I put. Like Fungus, right? Poison. Um, and then I saw like a couple. I think I saw like a triple poison team, like basically hunting Marill. Maybe you just like take the loss on SHUCKLE and then just triple Marill answer with like triple poison team. I've got 2 poisons on my team, and then Golett actually beats Marill if it's running tackle because you are half ghost, so you resist the tackle. So it's basically like this team is actually Skrelp's not a good matchup. I should say that. It's because Skrelp has water gun. You can land the sludge bomb, which is great, but their tackles and body slams will outpace Skrelp. So it's not a great matchup. It's not like a triple poison trying to beat it. So I grabbed Let It Go. Coming in here, they have the SHUCKLE. So Aqua Tail this, and then I'll go into Skrelp with the water gun, hoping to at least chip a decent amount, but um, you know, SHUCKLE. So I appreciate those of you who are still watching. I also posted, you should be like, why aren't you posting more Master League videos then if this is terrible meta? And some of you on the Master League video did comment like, I'd much rather watch Master League videos than watch this. Unfortunately, if you saw my Twitter post, 1 out of 10 on views for the Halloween Cup with like almost 5,000 views, and then 10 out of 10 with the Master League with like 1 point, like 1,300 views. People just don't watch the Master League, unfortunately. That's just a product of Niantic. Um, it's just a product of like an XL league and Legendary's XL at that. And someone did comment like, um, "Oh, if you don't have the XL Pokemon, you're not playing the game properly." Um, sure. I'm definitely. I've been playing this game since 2018, and I don't have like any of the XL Pokemon. But you got to remember, XLs weren't a thing back in the day, right? XLs came around in when did XLs come around? This game launched in 2016. XLs have been out for a few years now. I'm gonna say at least 3, maybe 4 years that XLs have been a thing. So don't get me wrong, we've had time to get them, but um, yeah, there was just like back in the day, you would only get the 3. You wouldn't get the 3 for doing the in-person raid. Now you get those 3 guaranteed. Um, and yeah, now it's just like it's a issue of like, I think the biggest issue is the nerfing of the remote raids because it is very difficult to get I think this is the problem with Master League. Again, I'll start talking about Golett when I see it on screen. The problem with Master League is if you had not gotten the XLs in the past, which I had not, like I've got like one or I've got Lugia XL'd and I got all the Necrozmas because I did in person New York. That got me a ton right there. Um, the problem with Master League is if you're a newer player or you did not get the XLs like in a couple years ago before the nerfs, it is very difficult to get people to come and do these battles because um, a lot of these are repeats, like Groudon, Lugia, Giratina's out now. Like these have been around multiple times already. And I and others would still remote raid in when it costs 100 coins. When it costs 100 coins, I'm fine remote raiding into helping out a friend uh, when it's barely gonna. I can just like I get all my coins from the gym. Plus, thank you, Specimen Unknown, for buying me the ticket. I get the daily coins from the um, research for the dailies. So I'm building up my coin base. And so you could throw 100 coins at that. So Golett's in here, Skorupi, decent lead. Again, problem with water. So the mud shots are mud bombs. Nope, mud slaps. Third one, there we go. Mud slaps are adding up, but Aqua Tail is super effective and probably will one shot. So I do commit the shield. They come in with Iggly. I throw resisted shadow or ghost type moves for some reason, shadow punch, and then get into my poison here. Sorry, just to finish off the thought. Um, so now because these Pokemon have been out for a while, people are not even if the price wasn't so high, people aren't going to remote raid into something that's been around like 6 or 7 times, and they may have the excels for already. If they don't have the excels, they may come in, but they do not going to come in. So it's a combo of like people who've already have the excels and the passes being so expensive that people just don't want to um, help. So it's difficult for these Pokemon that are out right now to actually go get the XLs. Like, I do need XLs for Giratina, but like I'm not going to be able to go out because Giratina has been around like probably like 10 to 15 times. And if you have the XLs, you're not going to raid it. You're not going to remote raid it, and you're not going to do it in person unless you're just like happen to be around, sort of thing. So yeah, it's difficult for I think the average or newer player. Golett, Skorupi, Skrelp. Um, this is a team that I think is extremely strong for the top pairing here of um, Shuckle and Meryl. So obviously we have, so I already just kind of touched on Skrelp. As you're going to see here, every move is resisted here. Aqua Tail and the cross poisons and the poisons thing. Everything's resisted. You have neutral moves. You also have super effective water guns and Aqua Tails for um, Shuckle, and you have the Sludge Bomb for the Mural. Check. Skorupi is the hardest answer to Mural. That's like a sort of a good Pokemon. What the heck happened with that editing there? Okay, sorry. I don't know what that editing was. Um, so is the hardest answer for Mural there. And it has Octotail. You're going to get killed by Shuckle, but you have Octotail just to kind of spam and get it down to like the maybe yellow. Golett here actually beats Meryl in the one shield when it has Tackle because Tackle is double resisted by the Ghost. Um, and so is the Body Slam. So they can only throw Aqua Tail, yet you're doing neutral Mud Slaps and the Nightshade is actually a really good move. So that's what makes it a very strong Pokemon for that. And at the same time, you resist the rock throws. You somehow still lose to it. You lose to Shuckle, but you resist the rock throws on it. So basically having three Pokemon that can kind of deal with the top two meta makes it very strong in my book. So after I played with the first team, I just finished off the set Um, and I finished it off with a 4-1. So you're going to see, I think that was the one loss there, and you're going to see probably 4 wins coming up here. And it just comes down to like, if everyone is going to have at least one, maybe two of these Pokemon in this league, having three Pokemon that can kind of maneuver around these two puts you in a good spot. So that's why I think this team is strong. Um, And then yeah, I'll figure out if I want to like just try this team again and then just showcase it again on the weekend or do a new team. I do have the benefit of having a couple events to cover. So I'll cover the Mask research or raid day, research day tomorrow. So let's check that out for tomorrow afternoon. And then next week is I'll check the Halloween Cup for that. So I just need some basically weekend videos and cover maybe one more Master League, even though no one watches it. Um, yeah, take that out there. Shuckle here, instant swap here, and Marill again. And this is a bubble one, so it's a little tougher here. But the mud slaps and oh, it's an Azumarill, right? They ran ABB style. So they ran already, drew out the Marill with my Shuckle, and now going to chip this here and just trying to slap as much as I can here. I'm just gonna go straight scalp. Yeah, I'll go straight scalp. Um, Stone Edge will chip a good amount. And now it's just like how many Aqua Tails can I get to before they get to another move. So I'll get to one here. Hopefully I'll get to one more. But this should chip enough that maybe it just puts it in range. Maybe I'll try and catch. Nope, just gonna take the move. Um, you'll survive a Rock Blast, but if it's Stone Edge, that's gonna take you out. Um, and now it is a race and get off the Aqua Tail. And I'm pretty sure I Poison Sting down if I remember this. They're left with like 1 HP, and I Poison Sting down for the win. Clodsire, great lead. Mudslap in Poison. They come in. Uh, Dino, I don't have an immediate answer, so I just kind of stay in and slap a couple just to put it pretty low. That is now just one cross poison, right? Because everything it takes two cross poisons, but if you chip it 50%, one cross poison. Uh, so that's why I just kind of stayed in at the beginning there. Grabbed a shield. Now just gonna outpace this with the spamminess of this thing. Take that down. Out comes the Clodsire, still just forward to Aqua Tail is just so strong. So we'll play it through. So yeah. And then we'll get back into Golett after they throw this move. I'd be surprised if I shield. Get Golett. I believe they had a double dark, like Purloin if I remember. Yeah, so I got one mud slap off. I only have ghost type moves. So I came in here. I don't know why. I know Purloin's so attack heavy. I do not know why I assumed that that would not do a ton to me. And it did. And I'm just like, oh yeah, Purloin is very attack heavy. What am I doing? Um, So luckily that water guns have added up enough. I just go straight um, Shadow Punch because they've added up enough and it's low enough. Now I have a shield advantage. I could just basically slap down here. Maybe one more battle. Shuckle lead again. Rock. All the rock moves are resisted. Yet you somehow lose this matchup. Um, I don't know. It's just that's just the insane amount of bulk on this thing that really makes it frustrating to go against. But next week should revive the channel. I mean, I appreciate all of you who are here, just listening to my voice. But next week should be a revival because it is two very interesting leagues. It is a Great League remix, which I'm wondering if they've updated the list yet. They have not updated this list. I know it got pushed. That's so funny. They've updated the Great League remix in the coding. They made like 10 changes. All the things that weren't meta this season, that were meta last season, that were in the remix, they got rid of and put in the new Pokemon. But they haven't actually updated it on the site yet. So I'll have to wait until they update the site to do that. But then there's also Halloween Cup, not Little Cup, just a freaking Halloween Cup. And Halloween Cup is generally one of the more fun ones. You have a lot of variety. Unfortunately, Clodsire is the number one ranked. That's just how it got buffed this season. There's not much we can do there. But there's other Pokemon that are kind of unique and fun to run, like Quillfish and um, like Grimer, Klefki, you could Golurk, Guzzlord. So like you got a couple unique ones on here. Overquill that are all in like the top 30 here. Mawile. So you'll get at least a little variety in the Halloween Cup. So I think next week will be good to do a mix of Remix and Halloween Cup. So we will take a look at that. um, Tuesday with top teams, and then roll over to some good um, videos next week. Not that these videos aren't good, but I can already feel myself doing a bit more of like um, just like complaining. But I mean, I see it in the comments, so you guys are right there with me. Anyways, getting the Aquatail off, they will shield. I'll come and just slap this down and then come out with a move. Nightshade will 100% one-shot the Skorupi. So goodbye, game over, and video over. So that is it. Um, yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll check I haven't checked my submissions yet. I'll check my submissions to see if there's any Halloween Cups, other submissions. So I'll do that probably tomorrow morning if there is. And then tomorrow afternoon will be the event coverage. So that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.